Hello my boys, good morning. Today I will give you a simple and fun strategy that you can do. I will show you how I like to run my strongboxes. Strongbox farming, it's an old farm in Path of Exile 1. Everyone talks about it, but I like to do things my own way. So let's take a look at the setup. Here is the Atlas skill tree and let's take a closer look. So we start with the strongbox nodes. This will guarantee that you have one extra strongbox in your maps. When you open the strongboxes, you'll have extra packs of monsters. We have this node here that your strongboxes in your maps are corrupted at the least rare. So you don't want to waste your time, juicing each individual strongbox. You're wasting so much time. So don't worry, the strongboxes will already be rare and corrupted for more loot drops. And here we have secret compartments that gives you 10% chance to open the strongbox again. It's quite good. Now we go here at the top and there is some tricky ones. These are too good. So currency items from strongboxes are duplicated. This is what makes strongbox so good. This node's at the top. So we can duplicate the divination cards that we receive. We can duplicate the currency items that we receive. So you get one divine, you get two. You get one chaos orb, you get two. You get one Hinekora's lock, you get two. You get one Valdo puzzle box, you get two. Valdo puzzle boxes in Path of Exile 1 count as currency items, in case you don't know. If you get one Mirror of Kalandra, you get two. This is the dream. Because you can get a duplicated Mirror of Kalandra. This happened to me 2 leagues ago in Settlers of Kalgur. So in Settlers of Kalgur, I duplicated the Mirror of Kalandra from strongboxes. And I was not the only one. And here for divination cards, you get one apothecary, you get two. You got one the doctor, you get two doctors. These are too great. Now here it's a tricky one. Here it revolves around cartography strongbox. It will duplicate the maps. Now, if you're doing tier 17 maps, you never allocate this bullshit. So instead of finding a lot of diviner strongboxes and arcane strongboxes, you will find cartographer strongboxes too, a lot of them, which you don't want. Because the small ones here, 30% chance to be cartographer strongbox. 30% chance, you don't want this. Only if you do tier 16 or tier 16.5, you will allocate this node. So if you don't run strongboxes in tier 17, you will actually want to allocate this node here. Why? Because you can drop tier 17 maps. Tier 70 maps you will drop and that will get duplicated from the strongbox. That's why if you do tier 16 or tier 16.5, remember, you want to allocate this thing. If you do tier 17 map, you never allocate this thing because in tier 17 maps, you cannot drop tier 17 maps, yeah? So if you run strongboxes in tier 17, you don't allocate this. If you run tier 16 or tier 16.5, you will allocate this because it's good. Pretty much. Now I like to run in tier 17, so I will not take it. Let's see what else I took. So I supplemented with Nico. Each time I'm doing strongboxes, I will always take Nico. Now this is not for the buff, so you click the sulfate vein, you get a buff, which will make you run faster, become tankier. No, this is not the reason why I took it. When you click on the sulfate vein, it can spawn doom spirits that can spawn an extra strongbox. So you can get up to 3 additional strongboxes because you took Nico in your map. And those strongboxes that Nico spawns get affected by these nodes. So they will be corrupted and rare, they can be openable multiple times, and not only this, they are affected by the scarabs that you use. So it's smart if you farm strongboxes, especially for the budget version, to pair up strongboxes with Nico. Because this means extra free strongboxes in that particular map. So that's why we want to take the Nico nodes. Also the chance to encounter Nico, so we have 100% chance to find Nico in our maps, even here at the bottom. Good. Now let's see what else I took. We want to take Eater of Old Altars, because Eater of Old monsters will appear in the map even with the containment SCARAB. And those can drop, you have Divine Orb Altar, Exalted Orb Altar, Divination cards that award other Divination cards, or you have good SCARAB altars, etc. So we want actually to put altars here. We're gonna go with Eater of Olds. See what else I took here. And for the last points, I decided in this league to go with Kalguran nodes, yeah? So if you have the Kalguran nodes, you have chances for lost shipments and the Starfall crater for the Svalin shield. So if you have all these nodes allocated that I took here, you'll find like 2-3 Kalguran orbs per map, and those can get converted into the Starfall crater, or you can get lost shipments. So the orbs can get converted into lost shipments. And since we're blasting the maps fast to open all the boxes and open a new map, this is a great addition. Why not? Because it doesn't take a lot of time. If you get the Starfall crater, good. If you get lost shipments, good. So we're gonna allocate these nodes here. So all these nodes we allocate so we can get the Svalin and lost shipments. Let's see, and the other points I went with quantity here. This is I invest my rest of the points. Also some explicit modifiers here. Yeah, so it can make the map more rewarding. General map. Yeah, this you can drop if you don't have the points. Yeah. Remember, here is the important one. If you do tier 16, tier 16.5, you want to allocate these points. If you do tier 17 maps, you don't want to allocate these points. Now let's do a test run and explain the SCARABs, my boy. So you see it in action. For the SCARABs, we go here. Pretty much. The best in slot setup for running Strongboxes is the follows. One of each SCARAB. Let's take a closer look what it is. This adds free additional Strongboxes. This will let you to open again the Strongboxes. This will increase the explicit modifiers on the Strongboxes. This is the best in slot, man. We will add a lot of Strongboxes to the map. It's also very expensive. It's more than one divine. And this is very important. Strongboxes in area are more likely to be rarer varieties, meaning Arcanist for currency and Diviners for divination cards. Good. So now I'm gonna put this setup and do a test run. I like to do Strongboxes in tier 17. Why? I get more gold. So while I'm farming Strongboxes, I also get more gold if I run in tier 17. Yeah, let's put some quality here too. And let's run it. Here on the map device, you want to put ambush always. Yeah, this will give you 4 additional Strongboxes. Make sure to put the right skill tree. I'll provide the Atlas POE planner in the description of this video. And now we hit it. We hit it. This is an easy farm. A lot of builds can do it. Let's be clear. And if you play a shit build that cannot do tier 17, no problem. You do it in tier 16 or tier 16.5. So Strongbox farming, it's one of the easiest, laziest farms in Path of Exile 1. A lot of builds can do it. There's nothing special about it. Yeah, then you open all these boxes and you hope that you get rich. That's how it goes. You're hoping to get Arcanist and Diviner Strongboxes. Arcanist and Diviners are the best Strongboxes that we want to see. So these are regular Strongboxes. Some people actually skip the regular Strongboxes. I have, by the way, I have a very boss man loot filter here. Let's put very strict, so you can see more loot. Yeah. You start asking, man, where is the loot? Here it's a Nico vein. This can spawn an extra box, as you can see, and these extra boxes can be Diviners or Arcanists. So always when you do Strongboxes, you should pair it up with Nico. Where are my Strongboxes? When are my Arcanists? Who wants to ruin my video? Who wants to ruin my video? Yeah, so you open all these boxes. You'll see a lot of Arcanists and Diviners, but for some reason I don't see them. Here, finally one. What's happening, my boy? You know, I don't like to go for the perfect run. You know POEGuy. So I never go for the perfect run. I'm just explaining the strategy. So you need to believe me, if you put this setup, you'll get a lot of Arcanists and Diviners. I don't know what's happening here. I'm not getting it, but I'm not going for the perfect run. You need to believe me that you get a lot of Arcanists and Diviners. Those are the most rewarding. Arcanists and Diviners. This I'm just opening for gold, let's be clear. Look, I get a lot of gold. So in tier 17 or tier 16.5, you get more gold. That's why I like to run like this in tier 16 or 17. You can see the gold on the minimap. Here, a lot of gold. You see gold everywhere. See this? No. Look, Arcan is here, Diviners. This is what we want to see, Arcanists and Diviners. Arcanist drops a lot of currency, Diviners drop divination cards, yeah? They can also be opened multiple times. Yeah. And we hope that we drop an expensive divination card that will get duplicated. Now, because of that node, all the cards will get duplicated. So again, if you drop an apothecary, you get 2. You drop one House of Mirrors, you get 2. I mean, Strongbox farming is a jackpot farm. You need to understand. You need to hit a jackpot. So it might not give you steady profit per hour, but it can make you crazy rich out of nowhere. If you are bored and you want to have fun, you do Strongboxes. Out of nowhere, you can get crazy rich with an expensive divination card. You can get an expensive divination card, or you can duplicate a Hinekora's Lock or Mirror of Kalandra. That's the dream. So it's all about jackpot drops here. And where are my Arcanists? Here it is. So this is a fun strategy, you will have fun with it, but if you keep running them many per hour, you will actually make profit. So you need perseverance, you keep running them again and again, and you will see you make profit. It's very relaxing. This is a relaxing. I mean, you can listen to something and you can play, you know, brainless like a robot. Because it's not hard. This is not a hard strategy. Bang. So this is what we want to see. We want to see Arcanists, we want to see Diviners. See, I get a lot of gold too. You can see the gold on the mini map. I'm taking it here. Be careful, tier 17 has special monsters with special abilities. Some of them can suck. Some of them can suck. So special abilities from the monsters and also special map modifiers that can suck. Tier 17. Give me a second, let's take this. We have some boxes here to the right. You can see them on a minimap. Look, Arcanist, finally. This was a horrible map for some reason. Usually you get much more Arcanists and Diviners. Much more than this. I don't know what's happened here. Yeah, but again, I'm not going for the perfect run, you know. I won't showcase a map where I get an expensive divination card, where I get the Diviners. No. You need to put some real expectations. Yeah, I like people to set real expectations. So even though this showcase was horrible, literally everyone will get better than me. But still, I'm happy with it because you understand the strategy. I'm showcasing the strategy. So you'll get much more Diviners and Arcanists than what you've seen here. Now let's open here the Nico Vein. And this can, when you click the Nico Vein, it can spawn a Tormented Spirit, it can spawn a Shrine, or it can spawn a Strongbox. One of these three outcomes. Now you know. So you click a Sulfid Vein, you can get a Tormented Spirit, you can get a Shrine, or you can get a Strongbox. Okay, let me take the gold. Already full. Already full. This will happen a lot actually. Let me just open this. See if I can drop something. Sorry about that, my boy. Sorry about that. Let's see. Take this. Yeah. I'm gonna do the boss. So if you run Strongboxes in tier 17, you need to have a build that actually can do the last boss too. Here, I can explain. Because you will get some fragments. It's a waste if you don't do the last boss. Or you can do it in a cheap tier 17 where the last boss is not that expensive, like Citadel. You can do it in Citadel. Yeah, you can run Citadel map. Has a shit layout, but the boss you can skip it. Citadel is one of the cheapest tier 17 maps. And I'll just keep it here. Then I'll show you for the budget version. So after I'm done with this map, I'll show you the setup for the budget. Let me kill the boss. You will know pain. Put it here. I will bathe this world in blood. Impressive, but you take this and this. Man, ay. Take this and this. Okay, let me show you on a budget version now. Now, my boys, I'll show you the budget version. We want to drop the SCARAB of Containment, which is very expensive, more than one Divine. For a lot of people, it's expensive, this thing. So you want to put, this will be the setup for budget. You want to put 2 ambush SCARABs and the rest here. We have Potency, Discernment, and Hidden Compartments. This will give you 3 Strongbox, this will give you 3 Strongbox. Here on the ambush on the map device will give you 4, and we have 1 extra Strongbox from the 3. Here at the bottom. So that's 11 Strongboxes guaranteed. Plus we have Nico, this can spawn additional 3 extra Strongboxes. On top of that, remember, if you do tier 16 or tier 16.5, you want to allocate this thing, Concealed Logistics. Because in tier 16 and tier 16.5, we can drop tier 17 maps. Yeah, so if you do tier 16, we allocate this 3. Now we run it and see how it is. You put the right 3, we put ambush map device and we hit it. So this will be for the budget. So if you cannot afford the containment but you still want to try the strategy, you will use this setup. Give me a second. Ideally you want a map with a small layout, you know, like beach, city square, something that doesn't require a lot of time. You still get altars, which is good. You check if you have something expensive. We can take this. This I'll take. So I'll have less strong boxes on the budget version, but still the same concept applies. You look for Arcanists and Diviners, and you hope that you get rich. Hey, you hope that you get rich, let's see. So you're looking for an expensive divination card or diviners from Arcanist, or even better. Here we click the Nico Sulfate. This can spawn extra box. Let's see. So it can spawn a Tormented Spirit, it can spawn a Shrine or an extra strong box. When you click Nico. Here it's Arcanist. We can get duplicated Divines. Let's see. Look, I got it. 2 Diviners. Let's try again. Give me more. Give me more. Or a duplicated mirror. I don't care. I'm not upset if I get a duplicated mirror, you know. So yeah, this is the dream. To drop a mirror of Calandra from an Arcanist box that will get duplicated because of that dode. So instead of getting 1 mirror, you get 2. Look, we have the Starfall crater, no? Hey, we got the Starfall crater. This is good for the showcase. So, because of my skill tree, you can find from time to time Starfall crater where you have a boss that has a small chance to drop a mega expensive shield. So the shield from this boss is more than 50 Diviners, and why not? We have a real chance to get it. So with this Atlas setup, you'll find from time to time Starfall crater, you kill this boss, and this boss can drop Svalin. Svalin in Path of Exile 1 is very expensive. Come on, boy. Don't be shy. Oh, come over here, boy. Come over here. Good. Come here, boy. Look, he has the Svalin. He needs to drop it. He has it in his hands, yeah. 50 divines is this shit. Boy, come over here. Here, boy. Good. Now let's see if we get the Svalin. It's a small chance, it's not guaranteed. Man, he didn't drop the Svalin. Oh. It was greedy boy, greedy boy. Sometimes you get it. Sometimes you get it. That shield is more than 50 diviners. But you want to do this fight. If you see this Starfall crater, you enter it and do it. There is a tiny chance to drop the Svalin, which is more than 50 diviners. Okay. I mean, even for budget it's fine. Even for budget it's fine. Because you'll complete the map fast, you open a new one. And it will compensate. You know, you take a map with a small layout, again like beach, city square, etc. You open all the boxes fast, you open a new one. Open all the boxes fast, you a new one. Even though you don't have containment. So you try to be effective. You enter the map, click all the boxes fast, you open a new map. It will be fine. See, we get the box? Yeah, we get it. Nico is to get it. If you take strong boxes, everyone should focus on Nico too. I mean, it's a waste if you don't take Nico. Up to 3 extra strong boxes, we're gonna take them. And that's, I finished them up. Yeah, so this was the showcase. So my boys, remember, I will be streaming all day on Twitch with this strategy. If you want to drop by and see this crap. Good luck and enjoy the rest of the day.